Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel. So ito, try natin ito. Ito ay Nukes Top 5. Pero magtimpla muna kayo ng kape kung meron na kayo ng ganito, kung nakabili na kayo. Sa mga hindi pa nakakabili, sa Shopee, search nyo Boss Rino. Makakabili kayo ng kapeng napakasarap at murang-mura lang. So ito, Nukes Top 5. Pamagat ito ay Top 5 Ghost Videos to Scare Your Inner Demons. Hala, meron tayo. Ang mga tao may mga inner demons, diba? So ito na. Matatakot na yung mga inner demons natin. So ito, try natin ito bago pa tirahin ng iba. Shoutout kay Brian Kapinpin na napakababae.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Lighthouse Keeper. If you're one of the very few people who have never watched BuzzFeed Unsolved...
Uy, gusto ko to. Kasi alam ko to. Ito yung isa na pupunta sila sa haunted house. Yung isa, mapapatunayan ng multo. Yung isa, hindi naniniwala sa multo.
YouTube, the series can basically be summarized like this. It's sort of a ghost hunting show, but not a typical one. The show has two hosts, Ryan and Shane. Now, Shane is a diehard skeptic of the paranormal.
Anytime there's like any chance of sort of any kind of mechanical failure or just doors in general, people are always like, well, the door opened, so that's ghost. I don't want to argue with you on this. If you find it compelling, I'm happy for you.
I do find it compelling. Yeah,
well, great.
I'm happy for me too.
Good.
And then there's Ryan, who is the polar opposite, and might even be just a bit too scared of the supernatural.
Do not be afraid.
So ito yung naniniwala, yung isa hindi naniniwala.
Do not be afraid. It's an automatic light.
In each episode, the two hosts visit allegedly haunted places and investigate to search for real paranormal evidence.
This week on BuzzFeed Unsolved, we investigate St. Augustine Lighthouse as part of our ongoing investigation into the question, are ghosts real? No.
In this episode, they are investigating the notoriously haunted St. Augustine Lighthouse in Florida. The lighthouse was completed in 1874 and has seen its fair share of tragedy over the nearly 200 years that it has been guiding sailors home from the sea. BuzzFeed Unsolved hosts Ryan and Shane begin their investigation at the historic Lightkeeper's house, which is right beside the lighthouse. People say that they have heard the endless and painful coughing of the spirit of a man named William Harn. He was the very first keeper of the lighthouse back in the 1800s.
Bago sa akin yun yung multo daw ubo ng ubo. Tangina, nakakatakot siguro yun.
Harn tragically passed away inside the house of malaria and the lung disease tuberculosis. When they try to reach out to the spirit of William, the two friends capture something truly bizarre.
All right, we're gonna give you some silence here, William. If there's anything you'd like to say to us, maybe a message you wish you could have communicated before you left Earth. I'm gonna sit on one of these little tiny chairs and make me look like you. Gonna give you some silence right now.
Wow, may umubo! Pucha! Pusa, ang gala naman niya, may umubo!
Ryan and Shane captured the unexplained sound of someone coughing, just like guests claim to have heard in the past.
Maniniwala
Could this be the spirit of William who died of tuberculosis? Next, Ryan and Shane finally enter the actual lighthouse, which is said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity.
The best ghost evidence of all time, in my opinion, or at least some of it, has been caught right here in this little rotunda. I mean, they caught an apparition full out, just peeking over the railing.
It is said that paranormal investigators always have an experience in the lighthouse when they are alone. So to test this theory, both Ryan and Shane will be locked inside separately to investigate. Shane heads in first for his solo investigation, but he doesn't really experience much.
All right, so I'm going in there, I'm going to the top.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back down.
Yeah, that's what you do on a staircase, yeah.
Sounds good. This is high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me. So far, no ghouls.
Usually, pag hindi naniniwala, hindi talaga yung papakitaan o paparamdaman.
This is allegedly the site of a lot of FBAs or full-bodied apparitions. I feel nothing. I really don't. I don't get any vibes. I haven't felt anything strange all night. All right, see you later, dudes.
Next, it's Ryan's turn. And now, before we proceed, it should be noted here that during the building of the lighthouse, a young girl named Eliza tragically lost her life while playing at the construction site. Visitors have reported seeing a young girl in a red dress inside the lighthouse who just faded away into thin air right before their eyes.
Everyone who's gone in there has seen something, for the most part, if they've gone by themselves. You know what? I'm eager to add my name to that roster.
Bye.
Ito, takot to eh. Ano mo, paparamdaman to. Ito mo.
Is there anybody in here with me right now? My name is Brian. What? Can you say my name back to me? Oh my God, I just heard Eliza.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Eliza? Why do you sound like that? Oh my God, I'm panicking, Here. I do hear you. Oh my God, I just heard to hear me. I got the chills.
Takot yung taas oh.
Is that what you just said? Because I'm scared, that's why.
Oh my God.
Sayonara, you had your chance.
Turn off your radio.
Takot na takot siya oh.
I almost had a panic attack.
Did you? You are wet.
I said, who's up here? What's your name? And it's just so clear, just Eliza.
Ryan is freaked out as he gets some very weird direct responses on his spirit box. One of the answers being Eliza, the name of the child that passed away at the lighthouse. Now Shane, on the other hand, didn't capture anything and is completely unimpressed with the whole location. But after the video is uploaded to YouTube, many viewers pointed out that skeptical Shane might have actually caught the most compelling and absolutely chilling evidence of all.
This is high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me. So far, no ghouls.
Did you see it?
Wow, meron?
Watch again.
This is high time for a ghoul to come out and spook me.
Wow!
So far, no
May nakatayo,
ghouls.
gago.
A dark
Yan oh.
figure of a man can be seen standing at the bottom of the lighthouse. When the footage is brightened, the man has no distinguishable features and looks more like a black mass than a person.
Oh my
Now,
God.
Shane was completely alone inside the lighthouse when he filmed. So just who or what is this? Could it be the ghost of one of the many deceased
Gago
keepers who
ka.
are said to haunt the lighthouse? You decide.
All right, see you later, dudes.
The final night. Alexander Labuzov from Russia says that he's been living in the same apartment for
Ay, Russia to.
over 3 years, when suddenly and inexplicably, strange paranormal things began to happen around his home. Loud, unexplained noises would wake him up in the middle of the night. Things around the house would move on their own. And scariest of all, one night when he was in bed, sound asleep, someone or something suddenly grabbed onto his wrist, squeezing hard. He jerked his arm away and lurched out of bed, searching his room. But there was no one there. He says that the paranormal activity in his apartment just increased over time, until eventually he decided
Gago, parang hindi na siya nakakatulog. Tinan yung mga eyebag niya.
to just move out. So Alex is set to move out of his apartment the next day, but he decides to try to record the strange supernatural activity one last time. This video was meant to be Alex's last night in his apartment. First, he sits in front of his camera and explains what's been going on in his apartment. As he's talking, he hears something strange.
Я сразу же вскочил, включил свет. Это не может не напугать.
Hindi tabingi yung pinto, no?
Просто знакомый звук. Так. Изредка я услышал, ну, похож.
Something moves somewhere in the apartment, and Alex believes it might have been the kitchen cabinet door. He decides to set up his camera in his bedroom and leaves for 2 hours to meet up with a friend.
Kakatakot yung aparador, oh.
Алло? Да, сейчас приеду, ага. Давай.
Alex turns off the light and leaves. But what happens while he's gone is truly bizarre.
Wow, teka. Pagka, bumalik pa, hayop na yun. Pag madilim talaga, no? Oh, shit. Oh. Ito, creepy to.
Alex returns home and just goes to bed. The next day, he discovers that his landlord is unavailable to pick up his apartment keys. And after reviewing his footage, Alex is unsatisfied with the potato-quality video he has recorded in his dark apartment. So, he decides to stay one more night, this time leaving the camera recording, but with the lights on. Just like the night before, he again leaves to meet up with a friend. The camera captures something downright creepy.
Oh my god, ito, malinaw to. Oh, gago. Wow. Gagi. Sobrang haunted naman itong bahay na to. Oh, gago. Ano yun?
Alex is shocked when he comes home as he discovers that his camera has somehow flipped upside down all on its own. He grabs the camera and begins to film his thoughts on the strange situation. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Di pa rin tapos.
Я смотрю, у нас сегодня рыбный день. Охереть вообще.
Pagtangkad yan, eh.
Что там осталось? Слушай, ну вообще жесть. Ну что могу сказать? Это был последний день, поэтому мы уже...
Wow, ano yan? Gago ka. Hindi ko nakita yun, ah.
До усрачки. Это можно вообще.
Ano nakita niya?
Блядь. Так.
A pair of legs can be seen standing right behind Alex in the doorway. The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before Alex can even find Alex in the
Oy, gago. Ano to? Manananggal?
doorway. The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before Alex can even turn around.
Gago.
So, did Alex capture proof of the paranormal in his apartment? Or is it illusion?
Ang haba ng paa nito.
I leave it up to you to decide. Viewer video.
Sobrang creepy na.
Ethan Budzinski was on a family vacation in the Pocono Mountains of Pennsylvania when strange things began to happen in his rented Airbnb home. Late one night, Ethan and his family hear the sound of a baby crying from somewhere in the house. Now Ethan's two young nephews are asleep in bed upstairs, so he immediately runs up to check on them, only to find that they are both quietly asleep in bed. This occurs several times. Ethan hears crying, then goes upstairs to find the children quietly asleep. So the next time Ethan hears the crying, he pulls out his phone and starts recording.
Oh my God. Gago, may bata nga naiyak. Baby. Uy.
Did you hear it too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just went up there and he was sound asleep.
Okay, that's what I heard.
Anak niya yan.
The eerie sound of a child crying can indeed be heard coming from somewhere upstairs. Both Ethan and a family member hear the sound, but when he heads upstairs to check, just like before, the children are fast asleep and not making a sound. So just where is this strange, unexplained crying coming from?
Gago, nakakatakot yung iyak ng bata.
Let me know what you think down in the comments. A British Nukes Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, we'll call her Jen, says that she had a chilling experience that wasn't paranormal, but was terrifying nonetheless. And as I've personally always said on this channel, real people can be much scarier than anything supernatural.
Whoa.
So late one night around midnight, Jen starts receiving messages from a guy on Facebook. At first she plays along, but the messages from the stranger just get creepier and creepier. I'll correct some of the typos and slang and save you from listening to me doing a terrible British accent, but what you see on screen are the actual messages. So, at one point, the guy suddenly writes, "Well, since you're up, can I come and meet you then?" "Yes, I am mental. I'm on my way down to your house. I'll ring when I'm outside." Thinking he's joking, Jen laughs it off, writing back, "You don't even know where I live."
Oh my God.
And then the guy starts trying to creepily call her on Facebook, because it turns out that he does actually know exactly where she lives. He types, "You live next to my granny's house on the corner." Then he continues to call her, and things go from bad to worse, because he actually shows up right in front of her house.
Oh my God, totoo nga.
"Don't make me knock, please."
Oh my God.
Messages. "I'm outside
Creepy
the
to.
center window right now." Jen is now understandably completely freaked out. She tells the guy that she is not coming out under any circumstances.
My
But
God.
he won't take no for an answer. Is that your window at the front? How do I get in your back garden? Jen replies, you don't.
Oh
and
my.
ends the conversation. But it did not end there. Jen says the disturbed young man stood in front of her house for almost 2 hours. He eventually left after her family members went outside and told him to leave or they would call the police. So I guess the takeaway is either be careful of who you talk to online,
creepy nito,
or simply Facebook sucks.
Wala, Facebook talaga. Sa ibang bansa, hindi, sa Amerika, hindi sikat ang Facebook. Instagram ang sikat sa kanila.
Susan's Courtside Cafe in Kissimmee, Florida was originally built in 1912, and over most of the last 100 years, the building was actually a small home for many families and individuals. Locals believe that the building the cafe is in is haunted by the spirits of its former residents. Workers at the cafe say that they often hear unexplained noises while working late at night, and both the staff and visitors claim to have seen bizarre shadow figures throughout the restaurant. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Valerie Ann says that she went on a Halloween ghost tour in Kissimmee that stopped at the allegedly haunted Susan's Courtside Cafe, and it seems that the rumors of paranormal activity might be true. Valerie caught this strange footage.
Sorry.
And they said that they had closed the
I just
door
saw something
behind them.
walk by.
They heard it open and then
Really?
shut.
Oh, wow.
Did you see it?
No.
It's a little hard to make out, but a dark figure seems to quickly pass through
Whoa,
the cafe
meron
dining
nga.
room before just disappearing. Someone in the tour group mentions it, but Valerie Ann is shocked when she discovers that she actually caught the apparition on camera. She says that she has no idea who or what this
Ganyan ang mga multo. Ganyan mga magpakita. Ganyan kasimple lang. Pero legit, no?
mysterious figure could be. But what do you think?
Tumago pa eh. Actually,
The
takot sa atin ang multo.
Of the Jinn.
Problema, takot din tayo sa kanila.
Of the OG Saudi door-kicking ghost hunters that I first featured on this channel, Adventurer Allah is back with an all-new YouTube channel. In this live stream, Allah goes to investigate a large abandoned building that is said to be haunted by an evil presence, or Jinn. As he broadcasts his exploration live, things take a terrifying turn.
يا جماعة أي شيء أنا ما أشوفه على طول على الخاص. بسم الله.
Ito mga nakakatakot pinupuntahan ito eh.
بسم الله. الله أكبر.
Gago, walang kuryente, umiikot yung ano. Wow! Teka, hinarangan ka. Paano ka lalabas?
Even though there's no power in the building, the ceiling fan begins to rotate on its own. Then a heavy table falls over right behind Allah. Freaked out, he runs away, retreating to a different section of the large building. But little does Allah know, things are about to get even creepier.
حسبي الله. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض.
Wow! Uy, gago, parang usok lang ah.
من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه. يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم. ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء. وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض. ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
Ano yung biniblurred na yan? Pupo? Para may usok na gumanon, no?
من كان في هذا المكان سحر فابطل.
May umuyugyug ah.
الله أكبر.
Shit, nakakatakot. Dandan. Hindi ako may
في
hagdanan.
أحد؟ في أحد في المكان؟ بسم الله.
Wow.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيكم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم، لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم، له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض، من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه، يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم،
Galit yung multo dito.
ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء، وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض.
A terrifying dark mist-like figure.
Ito hindi ko maano, para siyang usok. Tingnan nyo.
وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض.
A
parang usok
terrifying
ko.
dark mist-like figure can be seen in a doorway, and a pair of crutches aggressively flies across the room right in front of the terrified
Oh
explorer.
my God.
He investigates the area, but nothing there. The mysterious dark mist has simply disappeared.
Ito nakakatakot dyan.
But it's not over yet.
Ba, hindi pa tapos.
بسم الله. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطله. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطله. اللهم إن كان في سحر مدفون فابطله. اللهم إن كان في سحر معقود فابطله. في صوت في صوت في صوت. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
Wow, ano yun? Plato? Walang tali yun.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء. وهو السميع العليم. وهو السميع العليم. اللهم إن كان هذا سحر فابطل.
Walang ano. Takot na takot na siya. Ayaw pa umuwi, no?
A plate falls off a table on its own, then another ceiling fan begins to rotate, and a large heavy closet moves as if pushed by some powerful unseen begins to
Yung plato, tinan yung plato ah.
a plate
Yung plato, umuuga na siya bago siya bumaksak. So hindi to hinihila lang.
falls off a table on its own,
Mga
then
ganun na
another
ganun.
ceiling fan begins to rotate, and a large heavy closet moves as if pushed by some powerful unseen force. Something is thrown at Allah, injuring his foot, and after that, he's had about enough. Allah decides to just get out of there
Tama, may tama pa. Naka-band-aid na yung...
and ends his live stream. So did adventurer Allah
partida, live pa pala yun.
capture a real haunting by a terrifying jinn? Or is it all just a very elaborate hoax?
Yan ang ano, sabihin nyo na may daya yan, pero live yan. Paano niya nadaya ng ganun kaganda yan?
You decide.
Kung daya yan, ha?
Return to the Red House. Paranormal investigator Kevin Barranco.
Eto napanood ko na pala to. So, tapos na tayo. Napanood ko na nga to. Grabe yung kay Allah. No, napanood na natin to. Wag nyo nang tangkain. Napanood na natin yan. Tapos, grabe yung kay Allah. Kasi, yung plato, nagbabibrate na yun bago pa nahulog So, paano nagbabibrate yun? Kung hindi kaya ng tali, pa-vibrate yun, di ba? Mga babae, magagaling magpa-vibrate yan. Hindi kaya ng tali yung i-vibrate yung plato. Tapos yung usok, live to live to. Yung usok biglang nawala, yun ang nakakatakot. Baka may genie. Kasi di ba sila yung nakatagpo ng magic lamp. Tapos sa kanila yung genie, di ba? Yung sa lahi nila.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my